Hello, and welcome to the Sookmyung UNESCO-UNITWIN lecture series covering physical computing. Let's take a look at all the parts in your kit. Okay, let's take a look at the parts in your kit. In the upper left-hand corner, we have the Arduino base. This is where we will be affixing your Arduino and breadboard. It is on these that you will be building your circuits. This base comes with some screws and nuts to hold the Arduino in place. Be sure you have a small screwdriver to make sure everything is affixed tightly. This is your Arduino. It is the microprocessor and main feature of this program. This is your USB programming cable. It will connect your Arduino to your computer. And this is the breadboard. This is where you'll be building all of your circuits. Over here we have an LED, a momentary switch, and a 10K ohm potentiometer. This is your servo motor. These are two types of resistors that we will be using in our circuits. And at the bottom we have red wires, black wires, and multicolored wire. Okay, this is your Arduino. This is, in particular, it is an Arduino Uno. And I'm going to highlight a few of the features that we will be using in the following videos. If we take a look up here, this silver box is the USB port where we will be connecting our USB cable to the computer and the other end to the Arduino. This is where we are able to send code to the microprocessor from the Arduino IDE. This is the reset switch. It is not used often, but every once in a while, if you would like to restart your microprocessor, you can just give this button a quick press and the program will begin running from the beginning. On this side here, you will notice that there are these sockets. These are referred to as pins, and they are labeled digital I/O, and they start from 0 and go all the way to 13. We can use these for inputs and outputs of a digital type. Over here, we have our analog input, and this is where we'll use to connect a potentiometer to get analog readings. Up here is an extra power connection. So if you would like to use your Arduino without programming or the USB cable, you can plug in a 12-volt power supply, and that will power our Arduino. Okay, this is your breadboard, and this is where you'll be building all of your circuits. I would like to highlight a few things about this breadboard because it's very important to remember how we can connect components without causing what we call a short circuit. A short circuit is when we accidentally connect power and ground, and we would like to avoid this at all costs. On your breadboard, you will notice that we have two columns on each side and a series of rows of 5 going down each side, separated by this column that has nothing in it. These are not connected, the two sides. Here we have a red plus, and this is our power column. Here we have a blue minus. This is our ground column. So this column is not connected to this column. However, all of the holes on this side are connected, but they are not connected to each other, these columns. And it is the same on this side. So each of these are connected to each other, but they are not connected to the ones immediately next to them. In the center of the board, we see these rows of 5 labeled A through E. In each of these rows, A through E is connected to each other. However, row 1 is not connected to row 2. The rows on this side of the board are not connected to the rows on this side of the board.